Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm freezing. Hello. Yeah, okay, you can be quiet. I'm so cold, so I'm wrapped in my blanket. Hi you guys, oh I miss you too. I'm having a hard time seeing everyone's names, so I'm like, I was just making goals. I'm making daily goals, weekly goals, and monthly goals, or things that I want to do, and then I break it down to see what do I have to do to prepare. Hello. How are you guys tonight? I hope everyone's doing really good. I'm freezing. Did I say that? I'm wrapping. Did I say that? Anyone else wrapping tonight? Or wrapped today by chance? Ooh, thank you for the hearts. I love getting hearts. You're intrigued. Freely falling forward. I like saying that super fast. Say it like 10 times. Freely falling forward. Freely falling. I can't even say it twice. So maybe share this with your team, because this is something that hopefully it'll come out the way I want. It's been in my head all day. It's actually been in my head for weeks probably. And today I just felt super like I really need to, yeah, I'm wrapping my belly. I worked out today. I had my double dose of greens. I've been detoxing. But anyway, so I want my whole team to be on here. And so if you want your team on here, I'm just going to, I know that the title is a little weird, but it'll make sense once I start. Oh, that's what you're intrigued about, CJ, is my title. Okay, so this I am talking about It Works, about our business. But if you are on here and you're not a part of this business, I think it'll apply to so much in life. Because we're going to be talking about comparison and that kind of thing and what we allow it to do to ourselves. So, I'm drinking tea. Do you guys like tea? Tell me if you're a tea person or a coffee person. I am both. I really like both. Anyone? Tea or coffee? Tea, coffee, tea. Definitely tea now. Yes. I tend to like coffee right away in the morning. And then I like tea the rest of the day. Some coffee. Although I used to love having neither. Oh, yep, that's me. Amanda, coffee in the morning, tea at night. Milk? Amy, you prefer milk? Is that milk made into ice cream? Or you literally just like drink a glass of milk? I can't drink milk without food. I love milk, but I have to have like peanut butter or chocolate or something. Megan, I don't know if I knew that about you, that you couldn't drink anything caffeinated. Milk. Like literally you'll just sit down and have a glass of milk with no food with it? That kind of makes me want to gag. I'm so sorry. Yep. I do appreciate the little cow that you put after your milk though. I didn't know that about you. I've never watched you just drink. Now at conference, I just want to see you drink milk. So we'll all have coffee in the morning and you can have milk. Yes, I like milk too. But do you like it plain without food? Like I can't drink it without food. Anyways. Okay. So let's chat. I really, really appreciate the hearts because that makes me feel not alone. I think I say that every single time I talk. Okay, so I have been thinking a lot about one of the things that I think everybody at some point... Oh, Megan, you're so sad. I'm so sorry. You can't drink milk either. Okay, I'm not gonna look at the coffee. Oh, that doesn't block anything. There we go. I'm gonna not talk about drinks anymore. Although there's a song that we used to do at Young Life called... oh my God, now I want to sing it for you and I can't. But it has to do with milk, coffee, and tea, and that's what exactly we're talking about. So, girls going to conference with me, if you remind me to sing you the milk song, I will do it. Oh, it's so bad. I can't do it now. I'm like looking at myself doing it. I have to do it with my kids. You like milk milk each other's fingers and everything. Moo, 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 moo. Okay, this is how it goes. I'll just do it really quick. So you say, we spell out the whole word milk, but I'm not going to spell out the whole word because it's too long. So you go, give me a long M. Give me a short M. Don't give me no pop. Don't give me no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. And then you milk each other's fingers. And then you go to the I, and then the L and the K. It's such a ridiculous song, and I sing it to my kids all the time. But those are all the drinks we were just talking about. Thank you. Okay, let's be done with that. All right, so what I have been thinking a lot about is I think that everybody, I know so many stupid songs. I'm always singing stupid songs with my kids. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I need to get myself focused here. So we are going to talk about comparison. I was thinking about, let's say you decided today, I need to lose 15 pounds. So you had a goal of losing 15 pounds. And so you put together a plan, an agenda. You're like, I'm going to work out a few times a week, and I'm going to drink more water and less pop and soda. We say pop in Minnesota. And I'm going to, eat some healthier meals and stop eating out as much. So you put a plan into place, and you think, with that plan, I could probably lose my 15 pounds in the next 4 months. I don't even know. I've never done this kind of plan. I just start whatever. Okay, so that's kind of your plan. Well, and then maybe your neighbor decides the same thing. She wants to lose 15 to 20 pounds, and same thing. She has her own plan. You have your own plan. Maybe some of it's the similar. And you realize that in 4 months that you've only lost 5 pounds. But you still have the goal of losing 15, 20 pounds, whatever. And your neighbor, after 4 months, she has lost 15 pounds. Okay, so she's basically almost there. And you have kind of just gotten started, even though you've both put in the same amount of time. So you even chat. You're like, tell me what you've done. Oh, okay, yeah, I've done that. And so you try all the things that she's done, but you're just not losing weight as fast. So my question about that is, do you say, oh, forget it, I'll just stay a little heavier than I want to be for the rest of my life? Or do you think, okay, so it took me 4 months and I didn't get where I want, so I'm going to work on it for another 4 months. And then let's say in those next 4 months, let's say you lose 3 more pounds, but somebody else joins along, another neighbor, she's like, oh, I want to lose some weight too. And that sounds like a really good idea. And I like how you're doing it. And so she starts doing it. And another 4 months goes by. So now you've been trying to lose weight for 8 months, and you've lost, my numbers just got all jumbled. First you lost, so you've lost not all your weight yet, maybe 8 pounds in 8 months or something like that. And your neighbor on the other side, halfway through your journey decides to join. And within 4 months, she loses her 15 pounds in 4 months. And you're 8 months in, and you've only lost about half of that. Again, do you think, well, you lost your weight faster than me, so I'm done. I'm just going to be heavier than I want to be for the rest of my life? Or do you keep working at trying to lose weight? I don't think that we normally quit trying to lose weight because our friends and neighbors maybe have lost weight a little bit faster, because we know what our goal is, right? Like we know that there's something about us that makes us want to lose weight, whether we are overweight or whether we are just uncomfortable in our clothes and we can't afford to buy new clothes, so we figure we might as well lose weight, or whether, we've just had a baby and we want to lose some of that weight, whatever. There's a reason. We start the weight loss journey with a reason and with a goal. And most people, if you're really serious about losing that weight, you're going to work on losing that weight until it happens, whether it takes 4 months or a year and a half. You're not going to get derailed because your friends and neighbors maybe have lost their weight a little bit faster than you. Because if they, whatever's going on in their life and on their body and their weight, that does not affect you. It has nothing to do with you. Okay. Good night. And yet, because we know what our goal is, right? We want to feel good about ourselves. We want to feel good in our skin. We want to feel good in our clothes. So we're going to work on this until we lose the weight that we're trying. But for some reason, when it comes to our business, we don't have that mentality. We get stuck in this whole comparison game, and we think that we need to reach a certain point by a certain point. And if we don't reach that certain point by that certain point, then we might as well quit. Going back to the weight loss, let's say I decided 4 or 8 months in, well, I'm done because my neighbors lost weight faster than me, and so I'm just going to be done. Time is going to go by, and I am still going to be in the same predicament that I was when I first started the weight loss journey. I'm going to weigh more than I want to weigh. My clothes are going to be tighter than I want them to be. And so who am I hurting if I choose to just give up? Clearly I'm hurting myself. And that's how our business is, you guys. So if you know, why did everybody started this business or network marketing or for a reason? And so many of them are financial, you know, whether it's because we want to pay off debt, or it's because we are about to lose our house and we're trying to save that, or maybe we have enough money to get by every month, but our husband works out of town or works 100 hours a week or whatever, and we want them to be able to work less, or we work full-time out of the house and we don't want to work full-time out of the house. So we always start with these huge visions. I mean, those are huge. Like, where could you go, minus right now, right with It Works with us, where could you go and come up with a full-time income to replace a full-time income, whether it's your husband's or yours, or come with so much extra money a month that you can pay off tens of thousands of dollars in debt? I don't know of any place that you could do that. And yet we join network marketing and we have these huge grandiose ideas, and we work for a few months, and suddenly we see people around us who are going faster than us, and we think, oh, I guess I'm done. I guess that they're going faster than me, so I'm done. My question would be, if every single person went at the very same pace, like let's say you joined and you were told it is going to take you 7 years to get to the place that you want to be, because you want to recover in income, like a whole income, or you want to pay off a house, or you want to adopt a child and that costs $30,000, whatever. If you were told that is going to take 7 years, and everybody's going to take 7 years, would you quit or would you work? I think we would just go in being like, oh, okay, it's going to take 7 years, so that's what I'm going to do. But we have the opportunity to not take 7 years or 10 years or whatever it is. We have the opportunity to make things happen, those bigger things happen in a year or 2 or 3. But for some reason, we get to like month 3 or 4 or 6 and we're done. We're out. We're like, oh, this isn't worth it. And yet when you walk away, you're still in the exact same predicament that you were when you joined. And like, I can't wrap my mind around that. I just keep thinking, right now, okay, in the last year, I've gained about 10 pounds and my life has just been kind of crazy, and I haven't been able to eat as well as I want. And I haven't been able to, and yet there are people who are willing, almost everyone's willing to work 40 hours a week for 40 or more years and gain nothing, like literally just scraping by. Most people I know have just enough to get by. I don't know a lot of people who have a plethora of money every month. And probably those people who do have a plethora of money every month either went to school for 15 years or have been working in their job for 30 years or 20 years, you know, something like that. And so I really need you to just think for a second. Why did you join this business? I know it was something big. And if it was only to come up with a few $100s extra a month, you're probably already there. But for some reason, we start thinking, I want to make $300 or $400 or $500 extra a month. And 6 months in, we're making $200 or $300 or $400, and suddenly we're all pissed off because we're not making $5,000 a month. And I can't wrap my mind around that. Like, what happens in those first few months that our minds get so skewed that we don't know how to think long term? And guys, I'm talking about myself too. Like, this is not just about you. This is really something I've been trying to figure out. Because when I joined, I just wanted to make a few $100 extra a month. And my business took off in a way that I never expected. But then after about 6 months, I experienced some hardships that I wouldn't have expected. But I still was making more than $300 or $400 a month. Oh, good. That makes me excited that this is speaking to you. Sorry, she said she's not a distributor yet, but she's interested, and this is really reaching her or helping her. I might have read that wrong. But anyway, so I just lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So when I got to this place about 6-8 months in, where, I mean, I was still making significantly more than I had wanted when I started, but I started getting kind of a bad attitude. Like, what? Why am I not making all of this money over here that these people are making? Why did this person? There is a girl who I follow on Instagram who started around the time I did. She was in the top 50 this year. Guys, I'm not even near that. And so I have the choice. I can either be like, I'm out because she went faster than me, or I can think, awesome. That means that's doable. That means I am going to get to do that someday. Okay, what if it takes me 5 years? What if it takes me 7 years? we're out. I mean, guys, I had no extra money before It Works. We've even paid off most of our debt, and I still had no extra money because my photography job had gone away. And as a photographer, there was never a chance for me to make the kind of income that I was able to make here. And so I just need you guys to really, really dig in and think to yourself, what has happened to me that I had such big goals, and because maybe I'm 3 or 4 months in and I've only signed a distributor or two, or maybe I haven't signed anyone yet, so clearly no one in the world wants to do this with me. Like, why? Why is that how we think? Comparison is absolutely the thief of joy. It is so true. I love the stories that have that people are like, I went triple in 5 years because that reaches people. That makes sense. Obviously, the ones where someone reaches triple or presidential in a year is really inspiring if you're just getting started. But if you've already come and gone past that year and you're not even close, it can be defeating. And so, and that, not that their story shouldn't be told, because it should, but what are we going to focus our mind on? If my neighbor has lost 15 pounds and I've lost 1 pound, am I going to just be like, fine, forget it, I'm just going to stay stuck in my fat pants, or, you know, I'm going to be having this muffin top for the rest of my life simply because she lost weight faster than me? That's stupid, right? Like, wouldn't you just say that's the stupidest thing in the world? Yes, she's saying it's taking her forever, but she's going faster than if she were to quit. And that's exactly it. If I stopped trying to lose weight, I would literally just be stuck in the same exact place that I was when I started. If we walk away from this opportunity, you guys, nothing is gonna change, like nothing. And enrolled for a year, don't ever stop. Yeah, you guys, you cannot. I kind of feel like I could go crazy sometimes because I have watched person after person with these huge goals and these huge hopes, and they post on Facebook or Instagram for about 2 or 3 months, and that's it. They don't have a party. They don't personally call people. They don't talk to people. They don't make new relationships. Do you know how many new relationships I've made in the last 2 years that I've been here? I can guarantee you that it is at least 2,000 people. Bills will still need to get paid. Life won't stop because I do. Exactly. I have had to be really intentional to gain new relationships. I have done it in my personal life. I've done it on Instagram. I've done it on Facebook. I've done it in environments that I've already been, and then I started plugging into new places. It is really easy for me to go somewhere. Like, I'm tired. I have 6 kids. When I go somewhere and I don't have kids around, sometimes I just want to like zone and I don't want to talk to people. And I have, oh, this is like the coolest story. And this is not about me, except for It Works has taught me this. And so that's why, I mean, it is me because I'm the one who did it, but this isn't like, yay, Melissa. This is just an example of how I have had to learn to think different. So when I have flown in the past, I have literally not spoken to a person, if I can help it, other than the, person giving me drinks to get the drink I want or whatever. Because I'm alone and I just kind of want to veg out. Well, I've learned that that's not what life is about. That's not who Jesus was, and that's not what It Works. It shows as an example. And so I have been actively working on loving people that I might never see again. Because my thought process used to be, well, I'm never going to see you again. Why should I talk to you? So in October, I was flying home from North Carolina, and there was this young mom with a brand new baby. I think she was probably like 3 months old, and the baby was crying and crying, and I could just see it in the lobby when we were waiting to board. I don't think it's called the lobby, whatever. Everybody was watching her. Everybody was staring at her, and I was trying to eat my dinner. And in the past, I'd been like, I'm trying to eat my dinner before I get on the plane. Like, I've had to travel with kids before. She's going to make it. It's going to be okay. And I couldn't help it. I put my food away and I went over and I said, can I hold your baby for you so that you can just have a break? And she was like, are you serious? And I said, yes. I said, I know. Or no. First I said, can I sit by you so you're not sitting here alone with this baby crying? Because I know that when I had a baby crying and I was alone, I could feel all the eyes on me. Whereas if somebody was sitting next to me, then it didn't feel so, in the spotlight. She was like, okay. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's crying. And I was like, please don't apologize. Like I said, I have 6 kids at home. I'm used to crying. And then it was obvious she hadn't eaten. And so I said, why don't I hold her so you can eat? And then I got her quieted down. So I'm like, well, why don't I just hold her onto the plane and I can help you get on the plane? Or maybe I carried bags. I don't even remember. Well, we didn't sit by each other on the plane. We were very far apart. And so I could have left it at that. But I was like, what if she said her baby hates crying or hates flying and just cries the whole time and everybody looks at her. And I was like, I don't care if everyone looks at me. It's not my baby. It won't affect me. So I paid attention to what seat she sat in, and I wrote her a note and sent it to her with the stewardess, the flight attendant, whatever. And I just told her, I said, I might never see you again, and that's fine. But if you need help during this flight at all, please come back. This is my row. This is where I'm at. And about halfway through, she came back, and And she let me hold her baby. Yep. And we just stood there and talked, and I stood in the aisle and I held her baby. And she just kept saying, thank you, thank you. Well, we stayed connected since. We become Facebook friends, and she was in Minnesota for a couple months, and now she's gone back home to, her husband was in the Army, so that's why she was here. And I get to talk to her. Who knows, maybe she'll never join my team. I don't really care. I got to show her love. All that to say is that this business is going to change you in every way, shape, and form if you allow it. If I had given up because things didn't go the way I wanted, I really wouldn't have thought to take care of her. I mean, everywhere I go, I find myself being like, oh, I want to talk to that person. I want to say hi to that person. If nothing else, I will have made their day. And because I know that when people smile at me, it's a huge difference than when people don't. I went and got a massage last week. Same thing. I hate talking through massages, and I won't go into the whole story. But basically, by the time we were done, we talked the whole time, and she hugged me goodbye. And she's like, this is not the last time you're going to hear from me. And I was like, awesome. And so if you are... oh, I love that. If you are in this business and you are so focused in on just one little thing, and then you walk away when that one little thing doesn't happen in the snap of a finger, I promise you, you are missing out on more life-changing experience than you could ever imagine. So you got to stop thinking small term. You got to stop comparing yourself. You have got to start literally be here for 5 years. I mean, what other job would you go to and 3 months in be like, well, I don't know everything, and this isn't going exactly as I wanted, so I guess I'm going to quit and go to another job, and then another job. I mean, literally, you could job hop all the time if that's how it's going to be. It's going to be hard. Everything in life is hard because we are learning and growing, and learning and growing is very painful, but learning and growing is one of the most liberating things that we could ever experience. So if you are here and you are thinking about leaving, I am telling you to knock it off. I am telling you that you have better have one freaking good reason why you're leaving, because unless if you have been here for a year or 2 or 3 or 4 and you have posted every single day multiple times a day, and you have connected with people everywhere you have gone, and you have increased your network by thousands of people in a few years, and you have reached out and asked people to join your team. Do you know how many people have joined my team in the last 6 months that flat out said no about even being a loyal customer when I first started? Flat out said no. And on their own, they have come back to me and said, okay, I have been watching you. Clearly this is real. Clearly this is legit. Clearly this is doing something for you. I need to join your team. You guys, it takes time, okay? Time is not 3 months. Time is 3 or 4 or 5 years. So I love you. I want you all to stay because I know that the further I get in, I mean, I've only been here 2 years. I can't even wait to see what 5 years is going to look like, and 7 years, and 10, and 15. I mean, seriously. So, okay, that's all. Do you guys have any questions for me? If I just kind of got all, like up in your face. Thank you. I can't wait to hug you either. All right. I'm going to record, I'm going to save this and I will post it to my team page. But if anyone is not on my team page who wants this, just let me know. So I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Love you all.